Come on. All right. CloudLounGe ReMM podcast with
D1.
Your boy Giff.
a special guest.
Lomel.
Yes, sir. Live and direct, as always. Let's get straight to it, man. Pleasure to have you, bro.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
We've been cooling the past hour. Living life, celebrating life, music. You already know, but let's get straight to it, man. Where were you born?
Springfield, man. Springfield, Mercy Hospital.
Mercy Hospital? Okay.
Carew Street.
A Springfield native.
You know what I mean? Nursery Street Projects. That's
Straight
where
up.
my parents lived. You know what I mean?
All
We
right.
haven't had many Springfield natives so far.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see that.
Yeah, it's my city. Then lived on Carew Street, then moved to Putnam Circle.
True word, true word. Music. I heard of you for a few years now. So music, you're definitely talented. Last time I seen you, I think it was out in New York.
Oh, man.
You're doing a show out there in New York, Manhattan or in Queens or something like that. You and a few other artists,
Yeah.
but you're doing your shit. Fire. I always see you traveling.
I did 9 shows in a 10-day tour in New York City.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
so
Lovely.
I hit, and I freestyled every one of them for like 10 minutes each, just murdered it. It was
Freestyle.
great.
Put in
and
work.
Lifting people up. I don't just rap when I'm performing. I like to rap and speak to people.
Right.
You know, I like to lift people up at the same time as giving them some entertainment. It's more of an experience than it is a just rap show. You know what I mean?
true word. So you got into music like early, I believe, like early
Yeah,
age.
About 8.
8, yeah, single digit for sure. How'd you get into music? Like listening in the radio or in school or?
I had a cassette player at home.
Ooh,
I had
shout
a-
out to cassettes.
Cassettes, you know,
Cassettes.
shout out cassettes. I had a Patsy Cline
Love
tape.
those days.
I had a Garth Brooks tape. And one song I always loved was Thunder Rolls. It's 3:30 in the morning, not a soul in sight. City's looking like a ghost town on a moonless summer night. Some Garth Brooks, you know
Garth
what I mean?
Brooks, okay, yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is beautiful. And then later on, I heard R&B and I realized I loved it. I started rapping early. You know, we would rap in the projects. Shout out Toon Leaf, Putnam Circle. We'd all just be rapping, not really knowing, you know, like, we're not going nowhere with this. We're not really doing this. It was just, you know, something to do with the niggas in the hood.
Exercising, brain
Exercise,
exercising.
just having fun.
Right, chilling, having fun.
I didn't really realize I was good at it until I was in my 20s. I was in prison and I would sing and people were like, yo, you're dope. But I'd be like, yeah, that's cool, but I want to cipher. Everybody's ciphering, but I can't write and remember shit, so I can't go spit a 16. And I wasn't just still freestyling yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is something I built. It isn't something that just happened.
Yeah.
You know? So I'd be watching everybody rap and I'd just be out there singing, la 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 la. But then I was like, fuck this. We're gonna start rapping and freestyling. We're gonna just start trying, you know? Because I didn't really have the confidence back then. I had to build my
Yeah,
confidence
to build it through the music, yep.
Yeah, I remember the first time singing on the street, it wasn't, I wasn't confident with it.
What do you mean singing out in the street? Like in the cut? Like,
Like
Money-wise,
Provincetown, Rhode Island. I put a bucket out. I got a little amplifier, and I sang and I made no money and nobody paid me attention. I didn't have the confidence and I didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to do covers. I'm not a cover singing artist, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a free sing from the heart and spirit artist and rap from the heart spirit artist, you know. I'm really intentional with my music. I'm really intentional with the things I say. I'm really intentional how I speak and how I move. But I guess, I want to say 23, 24 is when I knew, like, oh, I could do this. January 1st, 2019, I broke up with my last wife. I woke up and I was just like, I'm over this. I can't do it no more. We didn't love each other no more.
yeah.
We were there because we had a son, and the way I lived and the life I lived, I wasn't there for any of my other prior kids. So I was like, I want to be here for this kid. I want to leave the mom. You know what I mean? I'm home. I can raise him. But it was toxic, so I left. I moved to New York. Homeless. I've never been scared to move alone anywhere because of the way I grew up. I was always a new kid every 3 months, so I've always been able to hold my own and be me no matter my environment.
Yeah.
Respect and morals go a long way, no matter.
Straight up, yeah.
So I moved to New York homeless. Tom Wick came out with me. Boom, stayed for like a week, then ended up in like a penthouse in Union City, Jersey. Somebody had a spare room that I met through a mixer at Engine Auto Studio. Kato on the Track event.
Yeah, on the track. I heard that name. Yeah.
As somebody I networked with there, met, he had a penthouse, he had a spare room, he gave it to us.
That's awesome.
Through that,
Oh shit.
yeah, through that, I went to an Eric Bellinger concert, met Eric Bellinger. That just created a path of me realizing, like, wow, I can really do this. Ended up performing at the legendary Apollo. I can do this. Wow. Because my whole life, everybody told me I wouldn't be anything. I couldn't do anything. You know,
right.
you're gonna die in the hood. You're gonna die in prison. You ain't gonna become anything. You won't break these generational curses because they don't want you to. So it was a blast. And then I moved back home, right? I rented a room back in Springfield for about 2 months. And then I was like, I'm moving to Cali. And everybody was like, what? You're going where? You never been? No, I don't care. I'm going.
Just later age?
I'm going.
Just on a whim, you just woke up and you were like, I'm going?
I've moved to Miami. I did Miami. I've done Philly. I've done New York. I've done my city. I've done Buffalo.
Rhode Island.
I've done Rhode Island. Where else is there? I've done Texas. Where else is there?
Yeah, the other side.
I gotta go to LA. So I moved to LA. Everybody thought I was crazy because I was like, I'm going out there homeless. I'm gonna figure it out. And I went out there and I figured it the fuck out. I got a job, worked my way up, met a producer who ended up becoming my best friend, Ian, who works for Arteria at the same time, who I was able to meet a lot of amazing people, important people that I listen to and look up to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I was following you on Twitter and IG, especially when you made that move out to Cali.
Yeah.
That was fire. Every day you're out in the Pierre.
Yeah.
Right? Like, where is that? Like
Santa Monica
Beach.
Pier, yep.
Santa Monica, yeah.
Venice Beach. I have a Bose S1 Pro, Series Pro. So I worked as a dishwasher at a French restaurant, and I was like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. Let me go spend money and get my PA system. Let me go sing on the street. Let me try this for real this time, right? So I tried it once, it didn't go well. But I'm not that person no more, because we grow, right? Mm-hmm. So I get it, I go out on the Pier, first day, make $800.
Wow. Wow, whoa.
What? They love me.
They
love
must.
Hey, nasty, man.
$800 in a day.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
The Pier has a ticket system. So there's like 60, 70 people that want a spot, but there's only 26 spots, so they do a raffle. You have a license, you have to go get a license, you have a number, you give them your number, he puts it in a bucket, they pull. So I pray usually right before, and I always get a spot. And I usually get early enough to pick a good spot, right? So you go in the Pier, I'll just play random beats. I have producers send me in beats, I'll just play random beats all day long and get topics from the crowd. 6 to 8 hours out there just performing. And people think it's crazy, but they say 10,000 hours to master your craft. I'm well into my 20,000 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you feel mastered?
Yes. I can freestyle and not mess up at all.
A freestyle king, yeah.
For long period. Like, I only stop because I like to let other people rap with me.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't have to stop, I promise you. Right. I'll keep going, you know, because I have something to say.
Right.
I have something to say. And every time I get to rap and sing, it's a chance to say it.
Dude, I seen as the journey was continuing, I seen you get into a challenge, right? What is it, a 48-hour originally?
So it was a Guinness World Records challenge, yeah. It was for the world records. It was for 33 and a half hours.
33?
That was the record. 33 and a half hours was the record. I said I was going to go for 48 hours. But as soon as I beat the record at 34 hours, I was like, I'm good. I stopped. Because I beat it.
Congratulations to that.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I did the
World
34
record.
at Mike House Studios. I got disqualified for the Guinness record, though, because of a time thing that I messed up. And that's okay. We're setting to go. I did it. It's on YouTube. There's articles about it. You know, it's all written and talked about. But we're setting up to go for 66 plus hours in the spring. I have a team. We're working on a really big announcement soon. I'm just excited. I'm excited. I believe you can do anything, and I've proved that. You can do anything you want to do. Imagine, I went for 34 hours and didn't even know what to expect because I was just talking shit on a podcast. I didn't really think I was going to do it, but then I did it, right? Crazy, right?
How'd you prepare for that? That's crazy.
I didn't.
Yours in
I
preparation.
would rap
You're in
sometimes.
preparation.
I would rap sometimes with my boys in the living room. Sheldon, shout out Sheldon.
Shout out Sheldon.
I'd rap with Sheldon in the living room. I was renting a room off him at the time in Forest Park. And I'd rap, we rap in the living room. But how do you prepare for something like that? You gotta either do it or don't do it.
Do it,
right?
yeah.
So I didn't
Straight up.
understand. But this time, I'm gonna have a nutritionist there, a masseuse there, because my neck got all tense. My face, every muscle in my face swelled up. Because I'm not just the cat in the back. Like, I was passionately, like, you see how I freestyle? Like, I'm in it. Like,
I seen commercials, yeah,
Yeah.
like you know,
Yeah, I
promos,
did.
like,
Yeah.
big time. That's
like, I'm
fire.
going crazy with it.
And that's the way to stay the most involved too, to keep that energy.
keep that
'Cause
energy.
If you don't have that energy and you're the only one there with you,
Well, no, I got live band members coming in. Like, it was.
There you go.
It was lit. 1500 and Nothing band. Shout out 1500 and Nothing.
Shout out to
there
them.
you go.
They do stuff with Justin Timberlake, Snoop Dogg, like top of the top.
Yep.
They have a school.
Fauntleroy.
Yeah, yep, exactly. They got a school out in Inglewood, and they bring in superstars to help these kids, and they show these kids the business side and the music side, and it's rants. It's beautiful. My guy's Mars. Like, I'm just blessed to be able to meet as many people as I met out there, and to be able to have the connections to do what I want to do here, because I want to open up a school like they got here. I want to do that for our
would be
kids.
That'd be lovely.
We got Bradley right there.
What's that across the street from Mass Mutual?
The classical high school. I don't
know. Either.
Not for
I always
us.
see it at music school. I'm
It's
like,
not for us.
No.
It's not for us.
No.
I would have known.
Right.
I'm in sync with my city. Like, we would have known, bro.
Exactly.
True
Like,
word. True word.
I'm talking like colossal. I'm talking like free scholarships. These kids are coming. They just filling out applications. If they in need, they in here. They got talent, they in here. We teach them the business side, so they know everything in the business. Like, we have actual lawyers coming in here speaking into them. We got superstars coming in here to give some acknowledgement and to just lift and encourage. You know how encouraging it is to me still on a lot of days when I feel I have suicidal tendencies. So a lot of times I deal with a lot of dark depression, and I think of like, wait, but this person said, I take those validations and they just make me feel better. Like, oh, you're on the right path. It's worth it. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You wouldn't be knocking out these things if you weren't on the right path, right? If the energy wasn't aligned, then the accolades wouldn't be knocked down. That's how I see it. You dig? So that's what I want to do here. I want to do all that in our community. I go on tangents, so my brain just be.
I also saw you had videos, like a few episodes in already. Lomel Car Freestyle.
Yes.
Like shows.
Yes, I do.
What's up with that?
I have two. So I have Lomel Car Freestyles. I have about 29 episodes of that. And then I have Lomel versus the World. And I'm on day 59 of that, which is a new freestyle every day.
Freestyle every day.
Every day. And the Car Freestyles was a new freestyle every day. I like to do those with people. So they're just different episodes I'm putting out. They're not every day, just with different people.
Right.
And the Lomel versus the World is just me. Just different freestyles of me. I was going to do it until the new year, but I'm stopping. Tomorrow's the last day.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to start winding down on my socials for a little bit. I'm really accessible right now.
True word.
And I don't want to be anymore. I've been really, really transparent with my life. And I've really posted a lot and everything, always. And I'm about to start being a little more reclusive because I feel a level up coming. I'm building my team. Shout out Ayanna Crawford, India Anderson. I'm building my team, and it's a beautiful thing to have my people around me.
Yeah.
Shout out Trismatic, the bro, Marty, the bro. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful to have helping hands. But yeah, I keep doing these freestyle videos. If y'all wanna, I use one of these videos from tonight. I use it for one of these episodes of my thing.
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course.
Yeah, I really use them to just, like I said, it's like a journal. It's like a journal for me. Different freestyle a day. Let me just get out what I'm thinking. And I'm dealing with a lot right now. My mom's dying. She's dying from cancer. I'm pretty much homeless. Can't find an apartment. Got custody of my daughter. Like, there's a lot going on in my life. I don't really let it show. Because I handle it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the business. Yeah.
I handle it.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to encourage other people and inspire other people that no matter what they're going through, you can always achieve what you need to achieve if you keep believing and just love yourself. You know what I mean? That's literally the main point of my existence, is encouraging other people and lifting people up and showing them that with love you can get through anything. You know what I mean? So that's why I be trying to make these freestyle videos, be networking with
everything
new
calm.
people, keep everything calm, keep the aggression in the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why we train, right?
Yeah, indeed
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
Shout out my team, great and gratitude. Hey.
Yeah, you
hey.
be training, right?
Yes, if y'all want to train MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, you got to come down to Bernie Ave, Grit and Gratitude, amazing gym. Oh my God. Shout out Jason Franklin. Shout out my team. I love y'all.
Awesome, it's awesome.
Training is definitely one of the best things you can do,
Yes.
especially for your mind.
Oh, it's so
People
therapeutic.
underestimate how important that is mentally. Like
What that feel like?
in
You be
terms,
fighting, right? What's that? You get adrenaline, you get the focus, you get that.
yeah. So for me to describe the feeling as best as I possibly can, like I get very locked into a point where like I don't even have to think. If I can get to that point, of course, like I don't start out the gate like the best that I will be. It takes me like half of a round to really start warming up. But when I get to that point, like everything shuts off. No matter who's watching, no matter who's there, it doesn't matter. Like I'm focused on one thing and that's it. And I'm focused, but I'm also to a point where I can still like interact with everything around me and know what's going on.
What is it? The technicals? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, what is that? Like the type of.
Techniques. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
What is that?
Oh man, it's a grappling system.
Grappling.
It's
Okay.
grappling, but
Yeah.
the way it is now, it's grappling, wrestling. There's just a bunch of elements in it, but it's amazing. It's like physical chess.
Physical challenge.
It's like, let me put this here to trap you here, and then boom, move you here. It's learning how to use your body weight.
The thing
base.
that's tricky about grappling is like
It's beautiful.
is you can really there's no way to avoid whatever's going to happen to you because the only way to continue with the match is to engage and be tied up.
Yeah,
as opposed
it's
to
beautiful.
where like if you're boxing or kickboxing, you can choose to evade and go away and counter fight. You don't have that option in grappling. Like it's at that point once you engage.
You can pull guard and just pull them into you, or trip them up, ankle lock. Like it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Sure.
It's beautiful. At my gym, I mean, it's just beautiful. I think even if it isn't any kind of martial art, even some kind of physical activity, I think everybody should be doing something. It's important for your mental health to be active in some kind of way because it releases endorphins that you need for your body to run the right way, to feel the right way. You know what I mean? We pump things into ourselves. I smoke a lot of weed.
CloudLounGe. Hey.
You know what I mean? I smoke a lot of weed, and a lot of us do things, and we're pumping these things into ourselves without doing anything to take things out of ourselves. You know what I mean? We're not detoxifying ourselves. We're not rich. We're not going to the IV clinics and replacing nutrients and shit we need into our bodies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're doing the best we can, but we're not doing none of that. So I've been a vegetarian for 20 years.
A vegetarian?
Yeah. Like, real talk. 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I just never liked meat. So I stopped eating it when I was younger.
I stopped pork.
When I was young, I'd get abused if I didn't eat meat. So it just always turned me off from meat. And it had the long-term benefits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have joint and body problems. I don't have any physical problems.
Sure.
There you
You know
go.
what I mean? I'm limber, flexible. Yeah, I gotta be able to play with these grandkids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a granddad, right?
I got 5 kids and 2 grandbabies.
Man, you're young, man. You're young.
Yeah.
Blessed to your family.
Thank you.
2 grandbabies?
2 grandbabies.
Oh, bless.
Yeah,
man.
shout out my kids. I love y'all. Yeah, fact, man. It's important. This next generation, it's not about us, it's about them.
Yeah.
And I'm big on that. You know what I mean? Everything that I've been mentioning to y'all and what I want to do is for them. You know, the benefits ain't gonna see us. Not for the long term. It's gonna be for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see it God first, family second. And I seen like the motto, like always forward.
Always forward.
What's up with that?
Always forward. We don't use the past as a crutch, but as strength to reach and inspire the next, you know? So I wrote a self-help book called Perspective. And the way I got through a lot of my life is a lot of people get weighed down by the things they go through. Literally, they get weighed down. They think about a traumatic event from the past and it literally will fuck them up. Emotionally, mentally, you can see it. because they've never processed and let anything go. They get bogged down by it. Thankfully, one of the benefits of the way I grew up, things don't bog me down. You know, I'm able to process and let go. So always forward is just a motto and a reminder that everybody, you just keep pushing. Keep pushing. You don't stop. You keep pushing. Everybody got an excuse. I don't got the time. You don't got 5 minutes a day to work on your craft. No. If there's an excuse, you will find one. That's a fact. If you want one, you find it. Just like if you're looking for bad news, you're going to find it.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking for it, you're going to find it.
Seek, you shall find.
You know what I mean? So look for an excuse to do it. 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, we can do it. That episode you're watching on Netflix, cut it off early. Or if you're playing YouTube, every time there's an ad, do some push-ups. Like just work on your craft. Write a song, freestyle when you're in the car, like whatever it may be. If you're a model, practice walking when you're walking around. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, practice it. I practice every day.
Yeah, practice progress and practice detachment.
Proper preparation
You know what I mean?
prevents poor performance.
The what you said with the P's?
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Straight up.
It's fact.
That's true.
It's fact, bro.
Straight up.
I feel
Stand
like
on
that
it.
should be on a banner somewhere.
I stand on it. I just performed with Brady Watt. A month ago. It's one of my clip reels. Brady Watt signed a DJ Premier. He was just on the Joe Budden podcast with John B because he just did a song with John B and Tank. Like, you guys heard of the six degrees of separation? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm 6 people away. Yeah, they say you're 6 people away. Everybody's 6 people away from who they want to meet. Like, I write songs with Malik Yusuf. Shout out Malik Yusuf, Back Kids Club, right? He's
Kids
Kanye
Club.
West's mentor. Definitely shout him out. But he works with everyone. And when I say everyone, he's written songs for Kanye, Rihanna, Beyonce, like, you know what I mean?
Bye.
And that's my mentor.
That's fire.
Fact. Fire the producer. Like, shout out my whole team. It's just dope, yo. But these are people that like believe in the cause, believe in always moving forward. Because that's what it is. And I'm trying to show people if we just keep pushing, we can do it.
I heard that song you got with Method Man. That
Shout
was
out
tight.
DLP and Intel and Method Man. Yeah, that was fire. DLP's the producer. Yeah. And
That was fire too. I like that beat.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's my bro.
And that tape, right? He did a tape.
Yeah, he did the whole project.
Project.
With Intel. Intel's You Godson from Wu-Tang.
You got? Okay.
That was pretty fire. That was super fire. Computers for the Hood. That's the name of the album. Computers for the Hood.
That's dope.
Yeah,
you
that
said you
was
did
it.
Wayne too?
I got a song with Lil Wayne called
easy.
One. It's me, Lil Wayne, Intel, and Al Wonder's the producer. I got a lot of tracks coming out. I got another track called Neo Soul with Al Wonder. He's out in Europe. It's a dope vibe.
That's awesome.
I got a lot of music coming. I got a lot of collabs. I just recently I got a collab with Mass Pike Miles coming out.
That's Peck Miles?
Mass Pike Miles.
I remember that.
He's one of my faves. He was signed to Rick Ross for a little while.
Yeah, Maybach.
I'm just trying to work. I got more copies of my book coming, more book fairs.
So you got a book? Like, this is your first book?
I got a self-help workbook called Perspective.
Hey.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That deserves a round of applause.
Thank you. In the book, I took 6 hours to write it. So when my brain works, right, it just flows. I'm an instrument. That's why I say I'm an instrument, because like, how else can I do the things I do? It doesn't make sense, right? God's real. So I always said, I was like, I want to write a book one day, but I never believed I could. And then next thing you know, I woke up, prayed, and I wrote a book. And my roommate woke up, I was like, I'm halfway through. He's like, what? I was like, can't even tell you, right? So what I do is I describe stories in my life, and I describe how I look at them and how I took lessons from them and how I process them and how I let them go. And then I ask you questions and I ask you to work through these things. So through the 6 chapters in the book, you end up coming out of it with the tools that you need to change your perspective on the way you view things. And I mean everything in life. Everything has a perspective.
Yeah.
Everything, the way I look at that microphone. Every single thing has a different perspective.
Change the perception into a perspective.
You know what I mean? Change your perspective on how you view things and change your reality, bro.
Yeah.
You know? I used to get in a lot of fights because the way that people looked at me in the street, because I was insecure and I had so many demons in myself that I thought that, you know, there was a problem.
You're battling demons?
I got a lot of fights like that. We're all battling demons.
Yeah.
We're always battling demons.
Yeah.
I am always battling demons. That's the way my brain's set up, you know? But then I changed my perspective. You never know what somebody's going through. He might be looking over here because he liked my sweater. You know what I mean? You don't know. He might just be dazing out. And I think he's looking at me, but we don't, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's just a lot of unnecessary shit that we go through in the world because of the way we look at things. Mm-hmm. You know? And I wanted to help change people's lives. So I wrote a book on it. And it's doing really well.
Self-healing book. That's amazing.
So you can find Perspective, Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, physical copies, Barnes & Nobles, and Holyoke. And if you get them off me, I'll sign them and autograph them. I also ship too. Contact me. But I just want to help change people's lives. That's it, man. That's literally the main goal. You know what I mean?
I think people don't realize how easy it is to change your perspective if you just put your own thought first.
The problem is that we're indoctrined at a young age to believe certain things. We're indoctrined to believe that we can't think for ourselves, that we can't possibly do everything that we want to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We're told we can't. We're told no so much that we start believing it. And when you're told that you got to work this job, you got to go to school, you got to do this is the life you have to live to be happy. This is how you have to look to be happy. This is what you need to have to be happy. This is what we're taught at a young age, right? This is what we're taught. It's not right. It's not right at all. It's creating a bunch of drones, pretty much.
I was stubborn. I didn't allow it. I was stubborn.
Same here.
So I figured, like, oh, that's why, because I don't want to conform.
You know what I mean? And
they teach you how to be in debt forever. That's what they teach you how to do for real.
They don't give you time to breed your talent. Some people don't even know what they want to do because they don't have the time to figure it out. See, I sacrificed a lot of time with my children, following my dreams. I'm not saying it was easy because it fucking wasn't at all, you know? But sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes you gotta take that jump. Sometimes you gotta take that foot and cross the line. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can't listen to nobody else. It's gotta be you and God, whatever God's telling you to do. Because ain't nobody can understand your path but you. Can't no man tell you what your path is but you. Because nobody can see it through your eyes or walk in your shoes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's a fact. I don't go to church. I don't do pastors. I don't view religion in that way.
You don't deal with the religion.
I talk to God.
But you deal with God.
I pray to God. I talk to God. We have our own communion.
Relationship, yeah.
You know what I mean? When I got my significant other, I'm single right now, but when I have a significant other, we praying to God together. We talking to God. You know
As it should be.
And that's just my beliefs, and that's how I rock, and that's how I roll. You know what I mean?
It should be. Yo, I saw that video, which is amazing, by the way. Uncharted Love.
Oh, I wrote
that was a few years back, right?
That was last year.
Yo, it's like movie type thing.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, thank you. That was my third one I wrote and directed. I have Uncharted Love. That's the newest one. Before that, or fourth one. Before that, it was You Are the Greatest. And then before that, it was Hold Me Down. And then before that, it was It's Over, which is at over 100,000.
It's Over. I saw that one too.
And then the video with me and Reggie's almost at 1 million. That is fucking fire.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yo, how many projects you created, like from when you first started doing music till now? Can you remember and count?
That I put out?
And the ones in the vault, the ones put out, or whichever you know what I mean?
I have about 300-400 songs unreleased.
Yikes. Unreleased?
Unreleased.
What, like halfway references?
No,
all complete?
Done. Just
polished gems?
Not mixed and mastered to radio quality, so I never put them out. But so many.
What were the DAWs you were recording off of?
Logic, Pro Tools. I don't have the stems anymore of none of them.
No?
No. Ian's computer crashed and he just got a new M3. Yeah.
Nice.
He don't have any of the other stuff. He can't find the external.
None save on external hard drives.
We think it got lost. We had the external. We think it got lost.
Damn.
You need 2 or 3.
But I have all the
SSDs.
I have all the MP3s. But I just threw this last EP through an e-mastering track.
E-master, yeah, that'll do the job.
And it sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's AI mastering.
Amazing.
You pay it monthly.
It's the rhythm is the rhythm is the dancer track. It's amazing. Which is coming soon.
I pay for Lander.
Yeah.
I test that out. They have good AI mastering too.
So
you can adjust shit.
All my music's gonna be available on my website.
You got a website?
LomelsWorld.net and LomelVerse48.com. We're changing that soon to LomelVerseTheWorld.com. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. We got some really big names getting attached to us. I can't announce them yet, which I'm sad about, but it is coming.
It'll be worth the wait.
It's worth the wait. Yes, got to move in silence just let everything's inked, you know?
Sure.
But no, nothing comes without hard work. Right? Right.
Yeah, definitely. Amen to that. Definitely.
You could be the nicest person in the world, but you ain't gonna just get something for
Yeah,
it.
you ain't working. It don't feel
Amen.
the
You
same.
gotta earn it.
Yeah, I'm working on setting up a cancer benefit show for my mom. Get some donations and to help her out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So that's gonna be fire. Yeah. I got a Valentine's Day show February 14th at Smokey Joe's. I got another Valentine's Day show February 16th at the Artist Cafe. Each of them will have special chefs and special food. Yeah. Something sexy and sultry for the couples and the ladies. It's about to be fire.
You already got gigs for the next year. That's awesome.
Right, that's dope.
Yeah, every time I do a gig, people be like, yo, I'm like, yeah. Because I adapt to the crowd. And no Lomel experience is gonna be like the next Lomel experience.
Yeah.
Like you're getting all original new content every time.
Are they mixing
fire.
between original content and like freestyling? You show them both worlds, or you just always off top, off rip? Yeah? That's why you're freestyle king. Yeah.
It'd be crazy. Because I entertain with the crowd. I interact with the crowd. If people ask, like sometimes the crowd will be like, I'm trying to love, or I'll perform it. I have all the show tracks.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want go listen to that. Like, if people that come to see me, they're coming because they know what I do.
Have you dealt with anybody intimidated from you saying
A lot.
freestyle king?
A lot.
Especially amongst rappers.
Shout out Terminology.
Shout out.
I opened up with Watchdogs at his More Politics album release party. And there was a green room, and Grams is the one that reminded me of this. Shout out Grams, for real. I walked into the green room, it's filled with rappers, and they're all talking. And I'm like, what is happening here? So I introduced myself to everybody, and I just started rapping. Nobody wanted to rap. Nobody. And then I started singing. Then nobody wanted to rap. So later, I forgot about it though. You know, this is just, people take me as cocky and arrogant. I'm not, I love music. Like, if this is a room full of rappers, why aren't we rapping? Like, I love music to the point where if there's a beat on, chances are I don't want to talk to you. I would rap. You know what I mean? Like, I just love it so much. So later on, 8 months go by, Graham sits me up, buys a hook off me. I go out to Lawrence, record it. He's like, you don't remember me, huh? I'm like, yeah, Facebook. He's like, no, I met you at Term's album release party. He's like, bro, I've never seen, like, you just walked in the room, said hi. Why is nobody rapping? And just started rapping, and it intimidated everybody. Nobody wanted to rap. I was like, oh, it's just what I do, bro. Like, I love music. Like, I don't mean to be that way, but like, rap with me, sing with me. Like,
yeah.
At all.
but a lot of people aren't freestylers. That's why I love when people can freestyle. A lot of people, they be like, oh, I got 16 for you. No.
I mean, they could do it there. Just
Have
don't
you-
do it at a bar, like in your ear.
Have your 16, but like, be ready to go. If we ciphering and you want to throw your 16 in, be
Yeah,
ready to go.
that's okay because you're like sharpening your skills and you're
Yeah.
hearing yourself how you're projecting in the freestyle.
I even love people
on the
that
moment.
I even
That's
love
cool.
people that want to freestyle that never did and want to try. I encourage it. I do.
Yeah.
Because it's a way to flex your brain and work your brain in ways that most people don't.
Straight up.
You know? And when you start flowing like that, you get in a whole different plane. It's a whole different kind of level. And you don't even have to just think of music that way. You can think of other things that way creatively. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, whatever other people may do. I think of that way with my art. I do a lot of digital art and photography. You know what I mean? I love
Nice.
photography. Yeah, we're setting up a Lomel's Word exhibit. So it's going to be music, my book stuff, and my art, my photography. I do photography too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Few years now, few months, what?
I've been doing this for like 7-8 years. But I've never did exhibits and stuff. I just post my shit and sell my shit. Now it's time.
That's cool.
We can do anything we want to do. A lot of us get locked in and think we can only be an artist. We can only do this. Fuck that.
You could do anything. Like, it's infinite.
Anything you want to do that you feel you can put the time into, you can do.
You can do.
You can do.
Your highest value is your imagination.
Yeah, you set what your value is.
set it.
That's where people get it confused. You set your value. They don't set it. If
Nope.
they don't want to pay it, they don't got to pay it. Go somewhere else. But if you want me, this is what it's set at, you know?
Sure.
I think a lot of people just don't realize the work that takes. They think that working is like hanging out with their friends and saying, oh, I'm going to be a musician. I'm going to be this. And then
Talk.
they don't take a step. Like, to be what you want to be, you have to not like doing what you're going to do. Like,
that part, discipline.
That's like a harsh reality. And you could play that game. Oh, yeah, no, I've loved this whole time. Bro, you may have, but at one point, you were at your edge. I'm 21 years old. I've been at my edge. That's how I know everyone I've been around has been at their edge. Had a lot more time to be fed up with real shit than I have. Like,
At the
that's
edge
how
with
I know that.
everything. Music's the only thing that ever saves the day, though.
Amen.
I told you, I got suicidal tendencies, bro. When you say at the edge, I'm at the edge when I wake up in the morning. Like, for real, for real. Life's crazy. But at the end of the day, if I'm gonna be here, I gotta make the best of it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the choice. That's what, when you say you have to do stuff you don't like to do, that's called discipline. That's all discipline is. I hate working out.
Yep.
But I can't walk in New York fashion runway without looking the way I want to look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just won my daughter after a 3-year battle with DCF. Like, that shit was hard.
Congrats.
Discipline, thank you.
For real.
A lot of people don't have the discipline. That's why they're drug addicts, because they don't want to face the pain.
They won't face
They don't want
it.
to deal with reality, because reality is harsh and cold, and it is.
Prayers to them.
There's loving people, and we can be loving, and we can show love to each other and try to create that. But the reality is, the world's a cold place. You know what I mean? It's a very, very cold place. So when you find moments of peace and love and great energy and warmth, you gotta cherish it. You know what I mean? Because not every day is promised, bro. That's why we gotta live always forward.
Move always forward, because the power in now is, you know, miraculous. You know what I mean?
That part.
Yo, D1, GIF, CloudLounge ReMM podcast, Lomel, thank you so much for pulling up. We're going to be chopping it up after this. We're going to Cloud Lounge again. We're going to get into more content. I appreciate you pulling up on Resurrection Studio.
Yes, sir.
Keep doing your thing. Freestyle King, for real, for real. Take that break. You know what I mean? Revitalize your image. You know what I mean?
Come
Get
back
right,
even
do right,
stronger.
stay right.
For sure. 10
Stay
times
focused.
That part.
You know what I mean? And we're going to see you in the future with 2023 to 2024 to infinity and Beyonce and all that. Heaven. See you.
Heaven.
Let's go.